It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert.
Under 10, 10, 36, 36.
Smooth. I got you.
From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, wahoo! Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Mayfield now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Regular, regular, regular.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Set it, set it, set it. Check it back.
Hey, orbit. I got it.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
198. Watch 98. 98.
Up, up.
Hatch it.
Bravo. Up, go.
And again, it's Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, let go.
I got one. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. Kings. Watch out.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Alpha.
Shoot. Check.
Shot.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Cameron Hayward drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Go. Mike, number 53. Mike 53. It's a party now.
One.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Tighten up.
Three.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Slam.
One. 49. Check 49.
Switch.
Where are they, team?
Check 99. Ship.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Toss play, Conner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the carry, it's Samuels. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Check 13. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
One.
On 2nd and a yard, Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I got you, Pop.
One.
Rush in. Watch twist. Check. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They run with Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're trying to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the Mike. I'm coming.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Watch twist.
Where are they, team?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. A very solid gain of 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm coming for you, son. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now a toss. This is Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Right back to Connor here on 1st. reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing, Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
King. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Quick dance. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, alert 33. 5. Now watch run. Up. Jim.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check 43.
Point it right.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moment. Of the second quarter, and remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route, because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Here's Connor. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Mariota from the gun on third down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
SOS.
On second and 9, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He's checking. Crash. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
One.
Watch
On third down, it's Connor. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Walton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. A gain there of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. First down, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On first down, Walton, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pick it up. Take 4. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check your hot read.
On second down, Samuels. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, 79 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Mayfield with it once more. He's got Fuller. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Switch gears. Undercross. Check.
Hey, alert 33.
They run again with Walton. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, it's Walton. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check 26, check 26. Kill, 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 kill. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 53.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. 6-man. Check.
From the gun, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside.
Here we go.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Watch the screen. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. One.
Mike, 50. Charlie. 53. Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Throwing here, Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. 53. 53 is the Mike. Watch the slant. Echo. 53. Check 53. I'm here all day. Mike, 53.
Mariota to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
Check 15.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, here we go.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.